اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. As Anas bin Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was once visiting a man from the Banu Najjar tribe. When he said to the man, "O uncle, say La ilaha illallah," the man asked, "Am I your maternal uncle or parental uncle?" Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "You are my maternal uncle. Please say La ilaha illallah. Will this be good for me?" The man asked, "Certainly," replied Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once visited a Jewish boy who used to serve him but had fallen ill. Sitting by his head, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the boy, "Accept Islam." The boy looked at his father, who was also there. The father said, "Obey Abu Qasim, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam." The boy accepted Islam. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam left the house, he said, "All praise for Allah who has used me to save him from Jahannam." Hazrat Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu has also narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once said to a person, "Accept Islam and you will remain in peace." The person said, "But I dislike it." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, "Even though you dislike it." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam invites Hazrat Abu Quhafa radiallahu ta'ala anhu to Islam. Hazrat Asma bint Abi Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anha reports that it was on the day that Muslims conquered Mecca when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Hazrat Abu Quhafa radiallahu ta'ala anhu, "Accept Islam and remain in peace." Hazrat Asma bint Abi Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anha also reports that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered Mecca and was peacefully sitting in the Masjid al-Haram, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu brought his father Abu Quhafa to him. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw him, he said, "O Abu Bakr, why did you not leave the respected man and take me to him instead?" As Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu replied, "O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is more fitting that he comes to you rather than you go to him." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made the old man sit in front of him, placed his hand on the old man's heart and said, "O Abu Quhafa, accept Islam and remain in peace." Consequently, he accepted Islam and recited the testimony of Iman, the kalima. When Hazrat Abu Quhafa radiallahu ta'ala anhu was brought to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his hair and beard were as white as the thugama plant. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised him, saying, "Change the color of these hairs, but stay away from black." Da'wah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave to individuals who did not accept Islam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam invites Abu Jahl to Islam. Hazrat Mughira bin Shu'bah radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the first time he came to know who Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam met him walking with Abu Jahl in one of the gullies of Mecca. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Abu Jahl, "O Abu al-Hakam, come to Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am inviting you to Allah." Abu Jahl replied, "O Muhammad, will you not refrain from insulting our gods? Do you want us to testify that you have conveyed the message? We then testify that you have conveyed the message. I swear by Allah that I would have certainly followed you if I knew that whatever you say is the truth." As Mughira bin Shu'bah radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had left them, Abu Jahl said to him, "By Allah, I know for sure that whatever he says is the truth. However, there is only one thing that prevents me from accepting. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam belongs to the Bani Qusay family, and when the Bani Qusay said, 'Keeping the keys to the Kaaba is our duty,' we, the other families of the Quraysh, accepted. Thereafter, when they said, 'Giving water to the people performing Hajj is our duty,' we again accepted. Thereafter, when they said, 'Sharing the public meetings is our duty,' we again accepted. Thereafter, when they said, 'Holding the flag during times of war is our duty,' we again accepted. After that, they fed people, and we also fed people until we were almost on par. And then they say, 'We have a Nabi among us. By Allah, this I shall never accept.'" Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam invites Walid bin Mughira to Islam. Hazrat Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once recited a part of the Quran to Walid bin Mughira, who had come to him. This caused Walid's heart to soften. When Abu Jahl heard about this, he approached Walid saying, "O uncle, your people intend collecting money from you. Why is this?" asked Walid. "They want to give it to you because you have been to Muhammad to get something from him," was the reply. Walid said, "But the Quraysh know well that I am among the wealthiest people. I do not need money from Muhammad. Then said Abu Jahl, you will have to tell them something to make them know that you have nothing to do with Muhammad. Walid said, what should I tell them? By Allah, none of you knows as much about poetry as I do. None of you knows as much about rhyming as I do. None of you knows as much about songs as I do. None of you knows as much about the poetry of the jinn as I do. By Allah, what Muhammad says bears no resemblance to any of these things. By Allah, what he said was extremely sweet, beautiful, and attractive. What he said was a flourishing tree, the top of which bears abundant fruit, and the bottom of which is luxuriantly green. His words shall always be towering without being subdued. His speech crushes all other speech. Abu Jahl said to him, your people shall never be pleased with you until you say something against him. To this Walid said, give me some time to think about it. After thinking a while, Walid said, this is nothing but magic recounted from fables of the past. It was with reference to Walid that Allah revealed the following verses of the Quran. ذَرْنِي وَمَنْ خَلَقْتُ وَحِيدًا وَجَعَلْتُ لَهُ مَالًا مَمْدُودًا وَبَنِينَ شُهُودًا وَمَهَّدتُ لَهُ تَمْهِيدًا ثُمَّ يَطْمَعُ وَيَزِيدُ كلا إنه كان لآياتنا عنيدا سأرهقه صعودا إنه فكر وقدر فقتل كيف قدر ثم قتل كيف قدر ثم نظر ثم عبس وبصر ثم أدبر واستكبر فقال إن هذا إلا سحر يؤثر إن هذا إلا قول البشر سأصليه سقر. Mentioned by Surah Mudaththir. Leave me to deal with the one Walid whom I have created single-handedly and to whom I have granted ever-increasing wealth, sons who are present with him, and for whom I have prepared every type of comfort. He then wishes that I grant him even more in the Akhirah. He shall never receive any good in the Akhirah. He was certainly opposed to our ayat. I shall soon make him climb a mountain of Jahannam. Verily, he thought, and finally he devised something. He decided to announce that the Quran was magic and that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a magician. May he be destroyed. How does he plot? May he be destroyed again. How does he plot? He looked at the mushrikeen, waiting for his reply, and then frowned to show dislike for the Quran and scolded. Then he turned away and was proud. He said, this is nothing but magic, recounted from the fables of the past. This is nothing but the word of man. I shall soon enter him into Jahannam. Mentioned by Surah Mudaththir, verse 11 to 26. According to another narration, the verse that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam recited for Walid was, إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Mentioned by Surah Nahl. Verily, Allah instructs people to carry out justice, ihsan, do things well as doing everything with the consciousness that Allah is watching, and giving charity to relatives, and Allah forbids immoral behavior, evil and oppression. He advises you so that you may take heed and thereby save ourselves from ruin and Jahannam. Mentioned by Surah Nahl, verse number 90. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to make amal upon whatever you've listened to, and may give us the tawfiq to send this to others. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.